What if we left Portugal and moved to Japan? I think we could do it. Ohio. After being here for 2 weeks, Japan will have you thinking, you know what? I could do this. Japan is special. Look at these houses. Hey guys, it's Aman from Our Rich Journey, and welcome to Japan. This is just a small little neighborhood that my father lives in. I'm here visiting him. My father has lived in Japan for the past 18 years. He loves it here. And we come to visit him every other year. Some years he comes to Portugal or wherever we're at in the world. But when we come and visit him here, we always have to think really hard about possibly moving here ourselves. Because Japan just has so much going on for itself. And on today's video, I want to talk more about that. I want to really explore that option. What if we left Portugal and moved to Japan? So the first thing about Japan that makes it appealing is the cost of living. Now, it's no secret that Portugal has gotten really expensive over the last couple years. Real estate in particular has just gone crazy. I mean, people are spending $5,000 a month on rent in Lisbon, when these same apartments in Lisbon were going for $1,000, $2,000. So that is something that has just really gotten out of hand in Portugal. Food has also gotten really expensive as well. And when you look at the cost of living in Japan, my goodness, it is so affordable here, especially with the US dollar being as strong as it is. Anyone coming from the US, Europe, you will come to Japan and your dollar, your euro will go a lot further. But with that said, here is the catch about Japan's cost of living. Owning a car, utilities like heating in the winter, and taxes can add up fast. The next thing that makes Japan really appealing is the quality of housing here. Now, I'm walking around a beach town right now, and these homes are beautiful. They're so unique. They have so much character. I mean, look at this house right next to this other house. This is just, and then over here on this side, look at that house in the background. Oh, look at this one over here. The quality of workmanship too. This is something that I haven't seen in many other places. My goodness, these homes around here. Look at this. Can you see this house? I mean, the housing. I'm not even gonna get too far down this housing rabbit hole, but the homes here will have you just ready to pick up everything and leave, because right now, if you buy a house in Japan, it is so affordable, especially if you are bringing US dollars to buy that home. This house, what is going on here? The next thing is culture and community. The culture in Japan is rich and deeply rooted in tradition. Japanese lifestyle offers a kind of serenity, a kind of harmony, and the hospitality, the customer service. When you go into any establishment in Japan, you are welcomed, you are waited on. You just feel like you're at the top of the world. They take such good care of you. But here's the catch. The language barrier in Japan can be kind of a big issue. Japanese is very difficult to learn. And then on top of that, the etiquette that goes along with it, that can also present some big challenges. Challenges that we don't necessarily encounter living in Portugal. The next thing that makes Japan appealing is healthcare. Now, both Portugal and Japan have excellent healthcare systems. Japan's healthcare is known for its efficiency and advanced technology, but it operates on a co-pay system. And so it's not as affordable as it is in Portugal. You see, in Portugal, healthcare is heavily subsidized, making it more affordable to most people. And in fact, top-notch hospitals in Portugal are also cost-effective. They have great technology, and having used both systems, I'll be absolutely honest with you. The Portuguese healthcare system is a lot easier to maneuver than the Japanese healthcare system. The next thing that makes Japan so appealing is travel. I'm gonna add food to that too, because I think that's all a part of it. So Japan has the perfect mix of fast-paced cities and peaceful countryside retreats. You could spend one day exploring Tokyo's neon lights and the next day soaking it up in a quiet hot spring. But that's not to say Portugal does not also have that same diversity. In Portugal, you could do the same. You can be in Lisbon 1 minute, enjoying the city life, and the next minute, you can hop in the car and be in the mountains or in the countryside, sipping wine and overlooking the beautiful countryside. The next thing is safety. Japan is one of the safest countries in the world. And I don't want to say by far it's safer than Portugal, because Portugal is very, very safe. But Japan, it's safe on a whole nother level. It's so safe, you could throw money on the ground, a wad of cash, and no one would touch that money. It would sit there for hours, if not days. In fact, someone would probably write a note on top of it, post it in a Facebook group, take it to the police station. They would do everything they could to get that money back to you. Unfortunately, if you dropped a wad of cash in Portugal, someone would probably pick it up and enjoy that cash. So safety-wise, Japan beats out Portugal. That said, Portugal is still a very safe place. And so considering all of this beauty here in Japan, would we give up Portugal for Japan? I don't think so. Japan is great in so many ways. My father lives here. We have friends here. It has all these things going for it: affordability, healthcare, housing, safety, culture. But I think that Portugal is our home. It just fits us a little better. That's not to say that we could never see ourselves leaving Portugal, but it just stands out above all other countries for us. So I guess at the end of the day, the answer is no. We would still pick Portugal over Japan. But that's not to say we're not gonna have a good time every time we come to Japan, because this place is amazing.